don't forget to subscribe and help the channel get to 150k subs. Hey Tabafetu, this video is brought to you by EASYBET. Click the link in the description to sign up and use code FANS50 to receive a 50 Rand sign up bonus. And also, T&Cs apply. Under 18s are not permitted to gamble. Welcome to FANS Wethu TV. It's the Petway Premiership. Orlando Pirates 1, Magesi 1. I'm joined by Kuto.
Estibo my brother kunjani?
Mnandi.
Ethi ngibulise PhD. Ngibulise ba umdawu. Ngibulise tatana. Ubabjwaha, utalente. Bafethu kunjani? Keep on supporting our FANS Wethu TV. Fighting no one, trying to fix South African football. Brian. Lena ngwana mre. Just give some machaka. Fighting no one, trying to fix South African football. Bafethu. Steve, my brother, thanks. Congratulations to both teams today for coming in today, showing good football. I think it was a game of two halves. Orlando Pirates came in the first half, played very well, should have scored a lot of goals, should have buried the game. Yeah. But we need to also acknowledge the fact that we were still experimenting with a lot of boys there. So we can't kill we couldn't kill such a game. But credit to the boys, especially in the first half, we created moments, we should have buried the game. Selepe for me, exceptional. The boy did quite well, considering that we don't have Makaola in. The boy came in, Womusele, they are out. So the boy came in, did quite well the past 5 games, helped us a lot. Today, we could have done much better, especially in the first half where he lost that ball. That was where the opponent actually found us on a counter-attack. But I think also Steve Shandu, the guy also needs to acknowledge that he does not have pace. Yeah. You know, so he needs to really play to his strength. Going up is not going to help him at all, because now that goal found him wanting. He was up and it was an open hole. So Sibisi, we had to try and close it up, but it was too late. I think also our goalkeeper should have done much better there. Yeah. I think China sometimes, the goals that are coming in, they are quite questionable. I think he really needs to help us in such moments. He's he's a national asset, you know. So I think he should have done much better there. But credit to the boys for doing quite well today. I think one on the left, Steve, we had in the first half we had Mayela, who I think today he did quite well for us. It was his last game. I think the coaches actually even respected him for allowing him to play 67 minutes and allowing him not to play the 23 minutes that is behind his shirt, you know. So it was quite a massive moment for football fans who understood the meaning. It was done when Chelsea, by the way, when John Terry played his last game, he was withdrawn in the last 26 minutes. So it was a replica to show him the respect for his leadership to the Orlando Pirates regime. Remember, he started to captain us when Riviero entered, and now he lives with Riviero. So the regime is now gone. So the entire regime, so we're expecting a new change in the new season. Steve, so I think at the back we had Sibisi, who I think was exceptional for me. Steve, in the beginning of the season, a lot of people did not have faith in Sibisi. I think I always had faith in the poor guy. The guy always showed me leadership capabilities, but the guy always showed me that he's got defensive attributes that others don't have. The guy is very good aerially. I think on 1v1 situation aerially, he helps Orlando Pirates. So in the absence of Nda, he came in, the guy, he did quite well. He became a leader. He became the most one of the most confident player, a 1v1 winner in terms of situation. So I think, looking at the situation, I think I don't see any defender being better than Sibisi in this season. Yeah. I think in the beginning of the season, those that didn't have faith, I had faith in him, and today I want to stand and say this is the defender of the season. Yeah. I think Magesi, who came in also to help him, I think Mbogas is one of the best recruits that we saw this season. The guy is brilliant. I don't think Pirates is going to be able to keep him. The guy is going overseas. Definitely is a class of out of this country. So I think the guy is going to move. I think the guy already. Those that saw him in the Champions League, the guy is going to move. So in the middle we had also Slab, who I spoke about him, was quite brilliant, talent, but I think Magesi got it quite wrong when he removed talent in the second half. Yeah, credit for him for bringing youngsters, but I think he killed the game because we became ineffective in the second half. That's where we actually could not play, couldn't find situations. But credit to Tito, who came back for me today to close off the season. I think he had a good game. The guy played, especially in the first half. The guy found moments. I think somehow the referee robbed him somewhere. Could have got a penalty in the first half. That was a questionable situation. I think the referee was trying to be hard, but he lost most decisions in this game. But on the left we had the young Kokomelon Erlebole Mufokeng. Still, I think the boy is brilliant. I think the boy has shown us a whole season that he's not a fluke. He's a player that came in confident. He did everything for us this season. Credit to the boy. I see he has started a foundation. Let us all support that foundation. Mufokeng Foundation. The guy has done well for Pirates. The guy has united young fans with the old fans in the stadium. So I think this season he has done brilliantly well. I think the management needs to keep him going into next season if we were to challenge for trophies. So those are the people that we need to keep. In the front we had Radio Parapane. I think in the first half not a bad game at all. I think he had moves, touches where I think if better supported, the guy could have at least produced something today. I don't think he had much of a bad game. And then on the left we had the young Kokomelon and Nkota, who I believe that people are yet to see what the young potential has for us. I think a lot of people are not seeing the talent that we are seeing in the stadium. The guy's got talent. Those that are not seeing, this is the young Leremi, the upcoming gift Leremi. This boy is something. He's in a class of his own. He's one of the best 1v1 attacker that I've ever seen with my two eyes. So the boy is brilliant. I think today, obviously, he had 1v1 situations with the keeper. He couldn't bury. But I think that's where he just needs to improve. But the guy is technically good. He knows how to open for space. He knows how to call the ball. Him and Mufokeng, I think they can take Pirates into greater heights. I see them taking Pirates into the Champions League and hopefully winning the Champions League if they keep the boys together and help them to play together and nurture themselves into a very big team like this team that we were just watching. So I think Steve, wrapping up the season, Orlando Pirates did very well. We have won 19 games out of 28 games. In terms of percentages, I think we've won above 60, around 70% of our games. That's a very good, massive stat. In terms of a student who is at school who gets 70% average, I think they even kill a cow at their house to celebrate that achievement.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is a very big achievement from Orlando Pirates, considering that we played in the semi-final in the Champions League and only lost in the last 6 minutes of the semi-final, So, and we played in the Nedbank Cup, also lost in the last 10 minutes. So I think credit to this team, especially with the youngsters, without much depth. I always hear people saying we don't have depth. I agree, because still we need experience. Some games that we lost because we didn't have Makaola and Talentumbat. We lost 4 games in the league title. If you go check the stats, 2 of those games Talentumbat was not playing, 2 of those games Makaola was not playing. So it shows you that without those 2 guys, we couldn't actually dominate games, especially the small teams. So we really need depth. We need people like the last time Orlando Pirates won the league was when Andile Jalo was playing in our central midfield. He was still 21 at the time, but he was a beast. And since Jali left, I don't think we have really replaced him. And I think that's where we really need to work going into next season. Getting somebody who's going to give us depth, somebody who's going to make us win, especially against the small teams, because the small teams are a problem. Now, especially Sundowns has shown us that to win the league, you need to at least win 24 games. That is a massive record. So for us to do that, we really need depth. We need experience. The last time we won the league, we had people like Benny McCarthy, we had people like Mushangazige, we had people like so those are the people that could complement this depth. You know, when you substitute Mbuyani, you brought in Katlawa Mashiro, you know. So we had that kind of depth. We couldn't feel that we don't have such a player. But today, if we don't have Mufukeng at Pirates, we definitely know that something is wrong. So we really need the management to strengthen the team if we were to challenge for trophies. This season, Riviero did it with young guys, but I don't think it's going to be easy next season. So the guys need to really invest in this project if they want to call it a project. You know, so Siwo, let's close it. It's called. We'll see you next season. And thanks to FANS Wethu TV. I think we have attended the most games this season. I think you did a great job, guys. I think next season, let's gather again and keep on supporting the games. But it's quite important what you guys do. You unite the fans within stadiums, but also you activate the mood around the stadium. You know, the mood is different in the stadium. People unite. We know key level course now. We can call each other. Yeah. We know, you have created friendships. You have created a family around fans. So I think keep it up, guys. Next season, let's go in. Whether Rivero is not here, let's come in into the stadiums and support the guys. Let's continue in the manner that we have started. Thank you.